Hello everybody and welcome to another Nephilim builds. Today we're going to fight for the Horseman as Fury from Darksiders. As always, keep in mind that these videos are about capturing the spirit of the character rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. Also keep in mind that the Circle of Thorns for Druid is available on my Patreon at the $5 tier. With that said, let's start with the ability scores. Using the standard point array, we'll put the 15 to Charisma. She's got that bad bitch girl boss attitude. Plus everyone seems to like her despite her best efforts to prevent that. Next we'll put the 14 to Dexterity. Enemies still track like a motherfucker, but the dodging is slightly better. Add to that the 13 in Constitution. This is a Souls-like, so she's a little squishy. We'll put the 12 into Strength. War, she is not. Lastly, we'll put the 10 to Strength and dump Wisdom. She gets duped more than War, and his duping is what starts all this mess. For race, we're sticking with Azamar. I swear, War would have been one too if I hadn't needed that extra feat. We'll put our +1s into Strength, Charisma, and Constitution and get Dark Vision of 60 feet, Celestial Resistance, Healing Hands, the Light Cantrip, and Speak Common and Celestial. We'll make a custom background taking Acrobatics and Animal Handling and speaking Primordial and Abyssal. Moving on to class, we're going to start off as a Paladin. We'll get Wisdom and Charisma saving throws, pick Athletics and Intimidation for skills, and be proficient with all weapons, armor, and shields. At level 1, we'll get Divine Sense and Lay on Hands. Hey, did you know your healing item doesn't recharge when you rest at a safe spot? You know, like it's supposed to do in a Souls-like? Nah, you've gotta either buy that shit, pray an enemy drops something, or die. Now we're gonna multi-class the Hexblade Warlock, getting Hex Warrior and Hexblade's Curse at level 1. Fury mixes magic with her weapon play more than her brothers do, so it makes sense to make both the same stat. I only started with Paladin for Athletics and Intimidation. It wasn't even for heavy armor proficiency because we're not getting enough strength for plate armor here. At level 2 we'll get our Invocations taking Agonizing Blast. The second one won't matter, we're gonna change it. We'll also get our Celestial Revelation taking Radiant Consumption. At level 3 we'll get our Pact Boon taking Pact of the Blade and Improved Pact Weapon. At level 4 we'll take the Tough Feat. Back to Paladin, at level 2 we'll get Divine Smite and our Fighting Style taking Dueling. Our Pact Weapon can be basically any of the special weapons, but we'll mostly be using the Whip. At level 3 we'll get Divine Health and our Sacred Oath taking the Oath of Vengeance. This really is just their whole shtick. We'll get Channel Divinity, Abjure Enemy, and Vow of Enmity. Fury has enmity for a lot of people. At level 4 we'll raise our Charisma, and level 5 we'll get Extra Attack. At level 6 we'll get Aura of Protection, and level 7 we'll get Relentless Avenger. I spent more time trying to run from enemies than chasing them, but this fits her character better. At level 8 we'll take the Warcaster feat, and level 9 we'll get 3rd level spells. Now we're going to multi-class as Divine Soul Sorcerer. At level 1 we'll get Favored by the Gods and Divine Magic, picking Neutrality for our affinity. Though at this point I honestly have to ask if the Charred Council are really as neutral as they claim to be. Spoilers, no they're not. At level 2 we'll get Font of Magic, and level 3 we'll get Meta Magic, picking Quicken Spell and Empowered Spell. At level 4 we'll cap our Charisma, at level 5 we'll get Magical Guidance, and level 6 we'll get Empowered Healing. For the love of God, upgrade your healing item. Our last spell will be 7 for 4th level spells. Now that we're level 20, we finally have our modifiers. Now to talk spells. As a Sorlakadin, our spellcasting ability is Charisma, our spell save DC is 19, and our spell attack modifier is +11. As level 4 Warlock, we'll have 2 second level slots and 3 cantrips to choose from. We'll take Eldritch Blast for a Force Salvation, Booming Blade for a Charged Force Special, and Sword Burst to twirl with our whip. We'll also get 5 other spells to choose from. From Hexblade we'll take Shield for AC. From Warlock we'll take Armor of Agathes for Stasis Shield, Hex because Warlock, Witch Bolt for a Storm Salvation, and Spider Climb to climb with the Force Hollow. With 9 levels of Paladin and 7 levels of Sorcerer, we count as a level 11 Multicaster. This will give us 4 first level slots, 3 second, 3rd, and 4th level slots, 2 5th level slots, and 1 6th level slot. Starting with Sorcerer, we'll have 5 cantrips to choose from. We'll take Firebolt for a Flame Salvation and Ray of Frost for a Stasis Salvation. Next is Green Flame Blade for a Charged Flame Special, Shocking Grass for a Charged Storm Special, and Mage Hand for some light telekinesis. We'll automatically get Protection from Evil and Good from our affinity and have 8 other spells to choose from. We'll take Featherfall to float down with the Storm Hollow, and Thunder Wave for as close as we'll get to Cataclysm. Next is Dust Devil for Triple Tempest and Spiritual Weapon for another whip. We'll come back to that. We'll take Slow and Water Walking from our Stasis Hollow abilities, and Fire Shield for Immolation. Our last spell will be Enlarge Reduce. Combine this with Radiant Consumption, Spiritual Weapon, and maybe Vow of Enmity for as close as I could get in this build to Fury's Havoc form. From the Oath of Vengeance, we'll automatically get Bane to nerf our enemies, Hunter's Mark to track the sins if they run, and Hold Person to grab someone with telekinesis. We'll also get Misty Step, which is just there, Haste for Storm Form Speed, and Protection from Energy for resistances. With a +5 Charisma, we'll also have 9 other spells to choose from. We'll take Compel Duel to 1v1 a bitch, Cure Wounds for another healing option, and Detect Evil and Good to detect nearby baddies. Next we'll take Shield of Faith for more AC, Searing Smite and Thunderous Smite to really emphasize our Flame and Force specials, and Wrathful Smite for Arcane Whippery. We'll also take Elemental Weapon to get our Hollow combos going. Our last spell will be Find Seed because fuck the guy who decided to kill off Rampage. I swear the only reason we have Torrent is because someone at FromSoft played this game and said, "That's bullshit." Going back to the main sheet, we'll take a Whip for Scorn and a set of half plate for her basic armor. Our AC will be 17, our movement speed is 30, and our average HP is 186 with 4d8, 76, and 90-10 hit dice. And with that, we are done. Letting you guys know now, I'm not doing Strife until Darksiders 4 comes out. I need more than Genesis to work with. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next week when I make Carol from Freedom Planet.